All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, Hustle Till It Hurts. So, what I had initially planned for this video was a video on taking action that was supposed to drop today. But we had some audio issues. I had to scrap the entire video after editing because there was no way to salvage the audio. I'm not sure what happened. However, it's kind of given me some insight to changing course a little bit for what I had planned on dropping. And today, we're also going to touch on perseverance. And I'll show you how the two work hand in hand, perseverance and taking action. But, any success that you're going to have in life comes with obstacles, and persevering is going to be a key factor in whether you fail or succeed when you're trying to do something. Taking action, is part of my hustle mantra that I have, and taking action is what the T stands for. Taking action is a part of any business journey, and really just any journey that you have in life. You're gonna have to take action to get where you wanna be, whether that's a relationship, whether that's work, whatever. It's all hand in hand. Anyway, so today we're gonna touch on perseverance and taking action. Wake up, take action. Have an issue, a road bump, you have to persevere through that and take action again. But if you don't persevere, you just lay down and you're like, I'm not gonna do anything, and then nothing gets done. So you don't move forward on your path. A lot of taking action is about getting outside of your comfort zone. You have to be able to get outside of your comfort zone. You have to push that boundary around you, that bubble that you have. We all have them as humans, and you have to push that. Slowly but surely, that bubble continues to expand, kind of like blowing up a balloon, and then before you know it, your circumference is this big. So for me, I know personally through a lot of the things that I had to persevere through when I started taking action was getting on camera. I didn't like getting on camera. But that's become an integral part of all of my business. I'm a musician. I run an apparel company. So everything I do has to do with networking, whether I'm meeting with clients or I'm meeting with other artists or I'm going to a venue I've never been to, networking with people that I don't see on a regular basis. So I had to push my boundaries as far as being able to be ready to be in the public eye. That goes along with being camera ready because, I'm talking to whoever is listening on the other side, but without, getting in front of the camera, there's no music videos, there's no advertisements for their business, there's no, social media push, no posts, no exposure, and you need all of those things to get anywhere in this world because of how information-based our society is. We're constantly scrolling, we're constantly looking at feeds, we're constantly doing this and that. So unless you put yourself in front of them, they're not going to know that you exist. Some old school marketing tactics still work, and I use both. They go hand in hand. I do groundwork and I do, internet-based work. I do both because they're both important, but if you're not able to survive on camera and survive on the internet, then, you're not going to do well. So, and I know I trailed off a little bit on that too, but, part of what I was touching on too is that I had a lot of social anxiety. I didn't like being around people I didn't know that well. And now I'm around roomfuls of people and I can talk and it doesn't really bother me anymore. It's something that I've just had to adapt to. Being on stage wasn't something I was super comfortable with either. It's not really something I was interested in. I love being in the studio. I love the studio setting, more intimate vibe. I just get to get in there and do my thing. And, even working with clients there where I'm, engineering a track for them or producing a track for them and they're in my studio, that doesn't really bother me, the one-on-ones. However, when I got into a setting where I had to go on stage and perform and everything else, my head started filling up with all this kind of stuff that I had to kind of just quiet down and push through. And I had to take action. I had to go on stage and I had to do what I had to do because that is just a part of the business. There's going to be things that you like and things that you don't like when it comes to any kind of business endeavor. And when you're able to push through and go through the things that you don't like to get to the things that you do like, you kind of have to balance it out yourself, though, to the, pros and cons, weigh them. Does the negative things outweigh the positive things that you get from it? And if the answer is no, then you should think of a different business venture. If they do, then you persevere and you push through it. That's just all there is to it. So my goal when I wake up is I wake up, think about things that I'm grateful for, even though it's really easy and I find myself slipping a lot. So I have to again, push myself, wake up thinking about the things I'm stressed out about. I have to flip that switch and start thinking, okay, what am I grateful for? Then it's time to take action. Then I have a list. Then I'm like, okay, what needs to be done today? What's first on the list? What's second on the list? What do we start checking off? Once you start accomplishing things, you feel a lot better about yourself too. So that starts to get the positive momentum rolling. Okay, I've checked this off. I've checked this off. What's next? Then, by the end of the day, you're ready to tackle anything. It doesn't matter. They can throw anything at your way and you're going to be able to take it head on because you've already checked some things off your list. You're feeling accomplished. You've got your foot planted. You're ready for work. Taking action is just taking the leap of faith. You put fear to the side. You don't let things get in your way. No obstacles. You just do it. You do it. And once you do it, you're like, okay, that's not that bad. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. You take action, you get ready for work, you go. But like I said, they go hand in hand with perseverance because sometimes when you take action, there's going to be an obstacle that comes up and you know what? You just have to push through it. It's not that big a deal. You're like, I persevered through that. Now you've got that sense of accomplishment again. And every time you get that little sense of accomplishment, that is fuel to continue to go. And the more fuel you have, the more distance you can cover. So, sky's the limit as far as that goes. So wake up, hustle, take action, hustle till it hurts, grind, drive, determination. That's what we're about. Let's get up and let's get it. Have a positive weekend and let's keep moving.
I got a mission, I got a quota. I gotta keep on making moves until I blow up. I gotta lock in, I gotta focus. I gotta keep on making moves until they notice. I gotta lock in, I gotta focus.